start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out of the gun, the inside give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the run, it's Jackson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Peoples. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Porter. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Pulls it in, it's Porter. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Jackson. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Beck. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as...
Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Canes headed quickly to the line.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Peoples. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. You'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Handoff to the lone back. There he goes. He smashes his way through again. The 30, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cade. He shed tackles right and left and housed it. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Tate. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Crosses the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Unleashes one. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll move the wide receiver. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Time to take a shot. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Might be looking to run. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. You get a guy who can do that on the outside, and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
To the air on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air, it's Beck. He unleashes a long one. And he'll pull it in. inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick because of the hit, incomplete pass.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The corners are walked up tight. To the air, it's back. He makes the catch. And he will score! Touchdown, Hurricane!
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And they tacked on the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Graham. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Starts a drive trying to go up top. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the shotgun, the inside give. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. last drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the silver bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty. And the Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Hauls it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's third and goal and third and long. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got...
There he goes! They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. That's it, 5. Snagged in the middle. It's Bauman. Hard-hitting tackle.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it inaccurate.
Turning it on. Smashes ahead. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Makes the catch. It's Bauman.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Dropping back, it's back. Quarterback moving. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
There's no substitute for experience, and the QB did the right thing there. 3rd and short in field goal range. Can't take a negative play, can't turn it over. Just throw it away. Now, if you want to kick a field goal, you've got that opportunity.
He's got his man. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Canes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got it behind the line. It's Bauman. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
He's brought down at the 6th, and the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Fit it in the window for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not...
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Canes will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, looking at matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Power football with the run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. There's the pressure. Moves away as he feels pressure. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Canes!
Running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tate. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Runs through a tackle. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Finds his big tight end. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
And a decent game there before the defense makes a stop.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. And they try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Here's a heat. fourth.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air, it's Beck. Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunity.
Pass to the end zone. Touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6 now. What are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down the clock?
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Pressure coming. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback of decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Got a man. It's Porter. There he goes. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. First play of the first possession of OT. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They strike first here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. To throw, it's Sayin. Buys a little time. Creates a little space. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
He's moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Ohio State. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And he knocked that one right down the middle.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Firing to the right, complete. And he's knocked down.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Wants to fire on second down. On target. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
How aggressive will they get on first and 10? Back to throw, it's Sayin. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Snags it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the knee stopped him at the 2.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They're going to throw it to start the drive. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously, very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll keep it on the ground. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense. And you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Moving away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't work the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth. Touchdown, Ohio State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Slips through the line. Continues to fight for yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls it, fires to the left. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Ducks in the hurry up.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to...
It's a fumble! Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, the give, looking for room. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25?
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Ohio State, 14, Oregon, 0.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
Turning it on! His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the deep...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. Turns it on in midfield. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. And he's wrestled to the ground. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Might as well give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Ducks want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Complete to the left. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore to the air. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Going to the run, it's Whittington. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Tight end now in motion. Now he's looking to throw it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking.
He's got it down the left side. Running free. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody